talking. I be talking. I be talking. You be talking, dog? Dog. I'm a dog. Gotta make sure that camera's up on me, the place to be. Go crazy like I'm a killer bee. Right there, Ryan. Yeah, right. Feeling great. Waiting for people to show up so we can talk about talking tonight. My teeth all stained up because I drink tea. I'm drinking tea now. I'm drinking. Whoa. Nashvilleian water. Come from Nashville? Got attitude. Nashvilleians with attitude, dog. Nashvilleians with attitude, Jack. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Money, money, money. Yeah, so it's kind of awkward looking at yourself in the reflection of the TV screen, you know? Yeah. I'm going bold. Am I? See a bald spot in my head, man? Not right. It's not right, man. 40, 43 or 42 or something like that. I'm over 40. At the age where they gotta put your hand, you know? Well, do something constructive. I am doing something constructive. Break out the Thigh Master. The Thigh Master? Yeah, the Thigh Master. Put that light on, dog. Yeah. This light here? Yeah, light there, man. Yeah. I'll be like chilling. What's up, folks? Dudes. I ate oatmeal tonight. Y'all wanna know what time it is? I'll tell you what time it is. It's 1:37 in the place to be. Acting all crazy. 6:25. So I guess. Hey. Tea cleaning. I got some teeth, man, you know. Alright, so we're gonna like hang out here tonight at 1:39 in the morning. It's Tuesday. Feeling great day. Can y'all hear what I'm talking out my mouth? No. Why not? I can't be too loud. Yeah, Brian is the man. I'm Brian. My name is Brian. Brian. I don't know what to talk about, so I'm just gonna stand here. I'm gonna sit here and just look at myself like I'm a Neanderthal. Yeah, man. So we're gonna I can't play music because people are sensitive about music. They want their money. It should be free anyway, though. I think music should be free, just for the fun of it, making music. You gotta get paid to make music. I think music should be on your own reconnaissance, your own doings. You know, that's how I make music. I make music because I want to, and it's fun for me to make music. Not to get paid, not to get shot over. You know. Hello. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's kind of late here. Here's my phone, and it has time on it. I'm 40. You're new. Alpha's platter. Yeah. So, you know, we're gonna talk about making music, and it should be not good. Not good, and you? I'm alright. I mean, I got a bum leg though. I got like a messed up. I think a spider bit me in my leg though. I live in Tennessee. Long as the sun pops up, I'm happy. Anyway, I think music should be free. You know, music should be free. In the music book, got a music book here. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about because my show. I watched BET Awards last night, well the other night, before the night. I think Mary J. Blige rules. What's that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Anyway, Mary J. Blige, she really took the stage, and then after that, Fantasia took the stage, and that dude that talks about Suge Knight, you know, I don't know what his name is, but he's pretty cool though. He came walking out like that. I watched that whole thing. I even watched the red carpet too, just to check out, and I saw Khalid almost tripped over somebody. And he had MC Light doing the commentary, DJ. Thank you. Cool. So we're gonna talk about. I don't know what we're talking about. We'll talk about. Can you hear me? Talking at my mouth. Can you hear what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. So waste time. We're gonna count our fingers. I got long fingernails. It's for torque. It's for torque. For the controller. You know? The gift of maneuvering. See, back in the day in Nintendo, I played upside down and reverse. For the torque. When I had Nintendo, not Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo. With the square controller, you know? And I played like that. Upside down and reverse. And all the kids in the neighborhood were like looking at me like I'm an alien or some kind of something from the future or something. That's how I played, and I really balled in that game. I got the end of Mike Tyson, I got the end of Zelda, and various games. I just chill and want to fight back. Yeah, fight back. You know, I'm disabled though. I got like a mental disability and a physical disability. So I'm kind of like chilling tonight. I can't be too loud because I live in an apartment complex. Zelda's a cool game. Yeah, my cousin came from Japan back in the 80s. He was like a exchange student, and he had the first Nintendo, the square box Nintendo, the little thing. He had Zelda, and all the kids were at my house playing Zelda and everything. And lo and behold, he had a cheat book for it. That's how he knew everything, because he read the cheat. They had the cheating, all the cheat stuff in it, like Mario Brothers and Zelda, and that Duck Hunt game. I like that Duck Hunt game. That was a different time though. So back then I had 2 Nintendos. I had one Nintendo that was broken because my temper. You know, I grew up in Florida, so I had one Nintendo that was broken, but I put that in front of the old TV, and then a new Nintendo, same Nintendo, different Nintendo. It had the thing, and I had to fit I had to hide things that I'm not supposed to have inside the broken Nintendo box slot, you know? like, you know, like rolling papers or, you know, bad report cards or something, you know? I'm gonna chew gum. Alright, so I'm 43. Yeah, I'm 43. I'm gonna have one slice, Holmes. One slice of this. And a slice of this. So I'm gonna like chew on some gum because I'm in a mood of talking. Should be rapping. I don't do dope. My brain makes too much dope, right? They put me on medicine to relax my brain where it doesn't make as much as dopamine or cocaine or whatever it makes. My brain makes the dopamine. It's like a factory, you know? Yeah, man. Because I grew up in the hot sun selling snow cones. Yeah, I don't use none of that. I drink tea. I got stained up teeth. I drink the tea. Tell you what tea I be drinking, dog. They don't sell this no more, but they have this tea I be drinking. Egyptian licorice tea. That's pretty good tea, man. But they don't sell it no more. So I drink the black tea. Breaking up tea boxes, you know. I'm a tea Jenny. So, you know, this is a good tea here too, man. Constant comment. And this green tea here, I found out recently it's pretty good. I like that. Orange passionate fruit jasmine. Ooh, that's delicious. And this regular black tea, I guzzle this up like gallons by the gallons. Black tea. That's all the tea I'm drinking. I gotta hit that local store and get my brew in the afternoon. Green tea is good. I haven't got to drink kill a can. I haven't killed a can of brew in a long time. Just kill a can. It's been about a month. Yeah, man, a month. Green tea is very, very good. But I rarely drink it. Now I drink it because I got homemade green tea. Yeah, it's good. What kind of tea you be drinking? You like tea? Where are you from? I'm in America. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Where are you at? I bet you're probably in like Seattle, Washington or somewhere, right? How close? Cold? Hot? Cold? Back in the day, like the year 1999, I looked up eBay. And these Japanese teas go for a lot of money. Like Primo green tea. Germany. Yeah, Germany. I had a piece of that German wall, that Berlin Wall you had. My dad was in the military, or I knew a buddy of his gave him a part of that, a little rock from the Berlin Wall. I was too young to appreciate it though, but yeah, I wish I had it though. Pretty cool. Germany. They got you watching the sports, the soccer, the World Cup. How old are you anyway? I'm 43. You can hear traffic. Remember that headbutt guy from Italy or France or somebody? That guy. The guy headbutt the guy down to the ground. Oh. Sidine or somebody like that. Yeah, that's pretty. That was for 30 years ago. The well was for 30 years ago. Yeah. When Ronald Reagan was president. 31? Cool. What kind of music you like? You like the hip hop? You like the techno? Like the techno? See, I live in Nashville, but not everybody listens to country music in Nashville. I like the hip hop, the new hip hop, right? And all the OGs listen to the R&B, slow grind, oh baby you're mine music, right? But I like the new Migos, the Gucci's, the Jeezys, you know? Yeah, it's hard techno, yeah, I like that too. Like Tommy Knocker. Yeah. When I went to Scotland, I got introduced to hard techno in like 2005, and I had to wait for like YouTube to pop up because I was on MySpace before you did YouTube's, and they had to search up hard techno, and I couldn't find it for nothing. A little kid pops in with his hard techno music, doom 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 doom. So I goes to like the Virgin record store, and I get my NWA's, the music that I grew up listening to. I thought he was like sharing music with me, you know? So I got the NWA's, I got the Will Smith's greatest hits, and I got the Nas album for personal use. And I brought from America the Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. And I had him listen to a little bit of Mike Jones. And his mom got upset listening to NWA. And we watched Training Day together. In Scotland, they like our movies, you know, our culture of America. I had a car like that. I had a Monte Carlo. So what do you drive? You 31? What do you do? I don't do nothing. I get well. That's what I do. But I used to sell snow cones. I used to sell snow cones on the beach in Florida. And I washed dishes at Denny's. Right? So I need to pick up my check. I just flat out quit. And I was a stalker for food at Food World. The boss told me, said, man, this job ain't for you, man. Alright, you got that right. So I moved from Florida. I have a 650 band. I don't know what that is, but sounds pretty cool. So crashed your car. Sorry to hear that, man. At least you're all right, though. You know, I hope you're all right. You're all right. I've been in one car accident. That was many years ago in Idaho. Where they grow potatoes. I've been in one car accident. I hope it's the last time I've been in a car accident too. I was like, someone said, cool. Yeah, man, it was like when I was really young, in 1983 is when I got in a car wreck. I was like 7 years old, listening to Quiet Riot. My cousin's mom and my mom talking. So I got in a wreck. Good morning from Vancouver, Canada. Hey, your team won, man. Toronto won. So when I was young, I wanted to make money. Right? So in middle school, I sold candy. I used to sell chewing gum and soft drinks. and I made a pretty good profit. I made a profit of $10 a day after all expenses paid. I buy candy in bulk, right? Like the chewing gum and soft drinks. I had it in my backpack, right? I made a profit of $10 a day. Think about it, hit $50 a week. So, oh yeah, all right. It was. I don't know. Kevin Durant shouldn't have entered the games when he was injured. I know. Maybe till next season. Till next season. Yeah, right. So I sold candy. I made $10 a day when I was like around 8th and 6th grade. I skipped the 7th grade. I skipped the 7th grade to my good grades. I had to maintain a 3.5 grade average. Plus I failed out grades 2 when I was in elementary. So when I got to the 9th grade, go to high school, different total location of high school, I became a bookie, right? So I got rid of all that candy. I said, I'm gonna go into business of making money in sports, right? So I had my buddy had these people sign their names on a piece of paper, and they pay me in advance, like $1 or $2. I went to school with a lot of wealthy kids too, so I had to put a max on how much they can bet. Well, I got stuck on a Michael Jordan game, and naturally all the kids bet on Jordan, and I lost. Bike trailer, cool. That's what I did. I went to Sam's Warehouse. That's how I got my gum, and now they got vending machines in schools now because of me, probably forefather of that. Remember the football pencils? They had football pencils. I grew up in Florida, so we had the Niner, we had the Saints. You're retired. How old are you? I'm 43. He's 31. That person's 31. Let me guess, you're 55 or 54. 44. So I wanted to get in high school. I'm in 9th grade. Wanted to become a bookie on my own, and I lost. So I went back to selling candy to make a profit. Good. So I ended up in St. Louis, of all places, in 1998. From 1998 to 2001, shortly after the towers fell in New York City, tragic event happened in New York City. So before my injuries too, before my leg injury and the cage in my back, spine, I want to make money in Wall Street. So I live, eat, drink, breathe, poop, Wall Street. Anything that deals with money, how the world circulates, Wall Street. So I'm studying Wall Street, and I figured out how to make money in Wall Street. And then that 9/11 thing happened. It was sad. Yeah. I still follow the Wall Streets, but I'm not really ambitious about making money in Wall Street. I'm just doing it for to get lost in the numbers and a whole slew of things. Back then when I was looking at the Wall Street thing, gold prices per ounce was $200 an ounce. 1998, 1999, 2000. Wheat stocks, yeah, yeah, it's good. Forget the name, but yeah, legal. Teradyne or something, I don't know, Teradyne. So and Apple stock was less than $2 a share at the time too. So imagine you had Apple stock at pre-2000 and sold it for now, a lot of money. Enough to make you cry. Shit, those tears. So I studied the Wall Street game. Back when they had the movie Boiling Room. You seen that movie Boiling Room? It's a good movie. I like it. educational. Empire came out, you know. Well, I'm retired of selling snow cones on the beach in Florida. I'm retired from the heat. The heat make your brain melt, make you crazy from the heat, sun in Florida. I don't know what to talk about. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again in every video. But we're going to talk about music. I'm not very good at making music, but it's therapeutic on my end, you know. I make MIDI sounds, samples, waves, you know, loops. That's all I can do. If you can make it, you can play it. He's from Canada. I might play poker. I want a cup of tea or something. Y'all do this. Y'all do this. Cuba. It's a blunt. Big blunts. Born in Scotland? Yeah, my mom's from Scotland. My mom's from Glasgow. My mom's from Glasgow. Edinburgh, Glasgow. I've been there quite a few times. It's cologne. It's cologne. This was a gift. My mom's close friend from Florida. It smells like the real thing. A blunt, yeah. I've seen 2 people in casinos smoke blunts. Aberdeen, that's in the east side, right? Or, I think, I don't know. Of Scotland. Aberdeen's the east side, east coast of Scotland, right? But Glasgow's the west side of Scotland. I've seen 2 people smoke blunts in casinos. One guy was, this is in Florida, on a boat, on a casino boat in Florida of all places. Right? This guy had a blunt in his mouth. May have been a Cuban cigar, for all we know. But he wasn't dealing in chips. He had a big banker's bag, right? Throwing stacks of hundreds. Stacks of banker notes, stacks of hundreds on his crap game. And shooting dice, right? And me and my biological dad, I begged him to enter this boat, on this boat cruise with me. Because that's where I hang out, at that boat casino in Florida. And me and my dad were like, you know, imagine how much money he was and he was losing big time, throwing stacks of cash out on the thing. And there were $10,000 stacks, or $5,000 stacks. He had a bunch of them, he had a big bag. Imagine he got lost track of one of them or something, you know? So that may have been well washing the money, you know, cleansing the money, you know? So that's what I thought of it. At the time, you know, I didn't think of it that way. Another time, in 1997, I'm playing poker. My dad begs me to enter this poker tournament. I'm not very good at playing poker. This black dude, bald head, blunt, red shirt, red striped shirt, looked like Suge Knight. If he didn't look like Suge Knight, and he didn't get upset after I beat him, I probably would have stayed in the tournament and finished the tournament until I got beat. But apparently, I won that second hand. My first hand, I lost nonchalantly. I lost nonchalantly, right? Didn't care if I lost the first hand or not. I just sat down in the tournament. The second hand rolls around, right, at this table, and this guy had a big, arrogant guy, right? You know, cracking jokes, laughing, probably drinking his cognac or brandy or whatever, you know. And he had an unlit Cuban cigar. And here I am, you know, just turned the day to the T, turning 21, right, 1997 in April. And I won. He thought he won. He really thought he was like reaching for the chips, right? And laughing. And the dealer stopped him. Dealer put her hand on his chest, and he's like, "How'd he win?" Apparently, this casino, MGM Grand in Biloxi, Mississippi, I had a small wheel, same suit. So he might have had a 4 of a kind, but my small wheel straight flush beat his. Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I think I won. That hand took him down at the tournament pretty substantially. But he gets upset though. I mean, he bangs. I mean, he really. This might have been Suge Knight. I don't know, but he looked like Suge Knight. And this is shortly after Notorious B.I.G. gets assassinated in California, right? In 1997. It's April of 1997. I think Notorious B.I.G. got killed in like May or February or somewhere like that, right? March. He got killed in March. Anyway, sad. So he gets upset and he's like really arguing with the dealer. I don't play like that. Apparently they had rules in Biloxi, Mississippi that stipulates to me winning. So I get kind of scared and precautious, and I'm just 21 years old. I don't know this dude. If he didn't look like Suge Knight, then all gravy. I would have stayed and finished my hand. Finish the game, you know. So I paid the table fine, pay the table fine to exit the tournament. Emergency, I think it's called emergency exit the tournament, you know. So, and I ordered a non-alcoholic Bloody Mary because at that time I'm on medication at the time. I can't drink alcohol. It's on medication. I'm on like some kind of experimental drug, Risperdal or Hydol or whatever. So I'm waiting for this non-alcoholic Bloody Mary with black pepper on top. My waitress, so I exit the tournament. I don't see my drink and I'm thirsty as hell too. So I'm buying this $20 slot machine, right? A $20 slot machine. And Suge Knight's sitting right there where that hat's at, right? And my waitress is behind him, walking behind him with my drink. So I'm like waving, I'm at this slot machine, right? And I was leaning up against it, like, hey, waving to her, right? Waving to her, my drink, you know, like, over here, you know? And all I see is eyes like Michael Singletary, you know? Michael, the football player, the linebacker from the Bears. Well, I see these eyes looking at me like, he's by that slot machine with my money. So I get my non-alcoholic Bloody Mary with black pepper on top, and I go back to what I'm good at, is the roulette table, socializing table. So I'm at the roulette table. My biological dad is at the bottom floor playing craps. The dollar craps, cheapo craps table. And that was that story that I can recollect, I can recall. Best to my capabilities. I don't know, find something interesting to talk about. So, I had two neighbors. Many neighbors. My first neighbor, this is interesting. I had a dog named Freddie, right? My dad gives me a German Shepherd named Gretchen, right? My mom goes out in her robe in the backyard and talks about Gretchen, the female German Shepherd dog. My mom likes to call her the bitch, you know, the hoe, you know, the bitch. Gretchen, the bitch Gretchen, the dog, right? Well, our neighbors are the same name. The black guy that our neighbor, he was named Fred, and his wife was named Gretchen, and they're black. They're the president of the double NACP, the local district, right? German Shepherd, right? And my dog Fred is a Weiheimer Labrador, with polka dotted chest, you know, black and white checkerboard chest. It's a bird dog, you know. And my mom will come home be in the backyard. My mom's from Scotland, so she talks with a different, she talks with a different dialect. And she go, "Where's my big bitch Gretchen at?" And this woman was doing her gardening work in the backyard. And she's a black woman, right? She goes, "Excuse me." I wasn't there. My mom was relaying this to me. Oh, that's Pat's mom. Patrick's mom. So that's when the first person I met as a little kid was this black kid named Pat, right? And first person I actually met, my age and everything. We had a fence, right? We had like a see-through fence, and I had a bologna sandwich. And my grandma comes from Glasgow, Scotland. My grandma, right? She loves wrestling, watches the Al Pacino movie, The Godfather, and all that such. Well, she's watching her show, and she made me a ham sandwich. So I'm in the backyard, and I set it down somewhere. I'm a little kid. I'm like about 6 or 7, and he's the same age, likewise. He's 6 or 7, and he goes, "Hey." I'm like looking. He's like right in front of me, behind a fence, right? I was like, "Hey," and I couldn't see him. I'm like, I'm looking up in the sky. I remember now. I'm looking up in the sky, like, "You talking to me?" Behind the fence. So I'm looking behind it. I couldn't find. I couldn't really perceive. My neighbor was the president's son of the local district of double NAACP. It's like cultural rights for that people. And our mailbox used to get damaged because it was a different time back then. Back in the early 80s, like where I grew up at. And then their family gets divorced and they move on. And we had another neighbor. They came from Atlanta, right? And he's the brother of Curtis Mayfield, Superfly. Yeah, for real. Yeah, he's a cool dude named Dave Mayfield. It's a cool dude. And I turned 18 years old at the time. And none of my homeboys was around. They must have been playing spades or at the beach. They must have been old too. Probably in Panama City, Florida. Yeah, I don't know. So me and homie was like talking, we smoked some, and yeah, you know what? My birthday today, and no one's around, no homies, So, I got something for you, man. I'm gonna drive you to the strip club. So I'm riding in this black Regal or black Monte Carlo. I think he had a black Monte Carlo. I had a white Monte Carlo, 78 Monte Carlo, white. His is a black Monte Carlo, like the one in Training Day, but the one in Training Day is more pristine, more quality. Well, you go to the Green Frog, right? 21, or no, near the Green Frog, somewhere near the Green Frog, and had to pay extra to get in for some reason. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. They serve alcohol there, so I had to pay extra to get in. They let me in, and then I wanted them to like bend over and touch the floor with their finger, and they stopped me. Go, man, they don't get down like that. The girls, strippers. Now they do. Now they do. Back then they didn't. They dressed PG. They danced PG back then. So we're all liquored up and smoked out and such, and I'm in the club going, yeah, probably like the only young cat there, at the strip club. Well, homie, Curtis Mayfield's brother, right? Yeah. And I seen that boardwalk get built by the Golfarium on the beach of Fort Walton Beach, the island. That's where I used to work, man, the Golfarium. And the owner took a liking to me. His name was Brandy. I call him Mr. Seabreeze. My mom calls him Seabreeze. But his name is Brandy Siebenigler. Like the Keebler elf, but Siebenigler, C in front of it, the C, I work with marine animals. And back then I was too young to sell snow cones. because the children, you know, the young children work schedule. So I couldn't sell snow cones. It's an act or some law or something, right? So the owner, my mom didn't like babysitters, you know, and save money that way. So I hung out at the beach, and the owner felt sorry for me. So he says, "I'm gonna give you a job, man. You're gonna look after old dolphins. Back then they're called porpoises, but now they're called dolphins. You go to Gulf Area now, they're gonna call them dolphins. Back when I was growing up, they called. You was by the Army? Yeah. So they're called porpoises. Yeah, by Eglin Air Force Base and Herbert Field and the Navy, Pensacola. So it's Fort Walton Beach. So I'm working with the dolphins, or porpoises. It's called dolphins, porpoises. And then I see this. They got me a staff shirt, like I work there and such, right? It says STAFF at the back of the shirt. Staff, little kid. I might have been 7 or 8 at the time. So I'm working as the I'm working to entertain the retired dolphins because they're old and they're lonely. They keep them company, you know, and throw the ball. And they taught me some sign language, dolphin sign language, for the dolphins to understand and kick the ball back and brush their teeth, you know, and such like that. Anyway, these school children popped up and their teacher popped up. But these wasn't regular school children. These school children were autistic children at the time. This is 1984, 85, right? It might have been 84. And the boss man told me, do not let no one into this facility or this tank area, water tank area. And then one thing led to another. The teacher walked up to me and goes, "Do you work here, young man?" "Yeah, well, you know, I'm a volunteer. I'm not really supposed to let anybody." She asked me, "Can the children spend time with dolphins?" I'm like, and I see the eyes of these kids, right? These kids, autistic children, right? You know, they're in wheelchairs. They're in pretty bad shape. I felt bad for them, so I let them through the gate, you know, and they come in. They touch the dolphins. They're turned into new magical people at the time, right? You know, and I got in trouble for it too. Yeah, I got asked for that. So yeah, so later on, as time goes on, I think I'm a forefather of that. You know, letting people, especially the youth, the pet dolphins, because you know it brings out the best in me, I guess, because they turn into different people at a time. So that was that. And my dad, back in the 80s, my dad got a movie camera, you know, like a VHS cassette with the microphone and the camera, right? He had a camera at the beach, and back then all the college students or riffraff of the nation end up at the beach, stone's throw away from the snack shop on the beach. So I hang out with my dad, right? You know, for a little while, because he's in the Air Force. He's got back from like wherever he came back from, right? Education college for Air Force college, whatever. So he's got this. It's 1980s, 85, 86, right? When the camera came out, right? The VHS came out, the big ass microphone. Yeah, right. So yeah, he fished there too. It's the luckiest place to fish in America is where I'm from, Destin, right? Best kept secret. That was a secret. Not no more. Yeah, right. So anyway, Dad has a camera, right? And he's filming all these people at the beach. 1985, 86, 87. We're going to England though. Before England. It's before England. So, and then they had a sweat. They had a swimsuit contest, like a beauty pageant, but it's on the beach, right? And I used to save that tape, and when I got older, I appreciate it better, you know? You know, back then I was like 9 or 10 when that happened. So you can see my little 9-year-old self running around. I had a lizard on my shirt. I had a white t-shirt, and I had a lizard on it. I think it was dead from the heat or the sun or something. It was just sitting there. A little Floridian lizard, you know, a green little lizard. And I was talking to the ladies, you know, like, oh, you're cute, you know, and I talked to them and such. And I hear my dad go, hey, son, give me a beer. So I open up the chest box, give me, open up for me. He's like, filming the ladies. Hey, and the girls go like, you know, the girls go, hey, are you a movie producer? You work for MTV? Yeah, show us your tits. In front of their boyfriends. Their boyfriends are like, you know, with their girl, you know, with their girlfriends, you know, and the boyfriends don't say nothing, you know. They're like, yeah, you know. It's funny. You'd be amazed how many females will show themselves at that time. This is before Girls Gone Wild and all that such. So that was that. So we go to England in 1986 and 87. Trump's pretty cool. I had the board game. Back then I had the board game, like Monopoly, right? There's a pretty extensive manual to play that game. And it's cutthroat too, Jack. So my mom and dad were kind of like going ins and out with each other, trying to gut. I didn't vote, but my mom liked him a lot when she was alive. My mom and dad were going through a divorce phase at the time. So I decided like to have a family board game night, right? To patch things up. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have brought that game out, man. So I bring out this bulky board game called Trump. Popped out the manual, right? Big law book, right? So I'm teaching my mom and dad how to play this game called Trump, right? And so we get into it, 4 or 5 hours playing the game. Well, one thing, somebody said something 10 years ago, it led to now, and things got heated up, they get into a fist fight. The police come knocking on what's left of the door, the front door, right? So I had an emergency spend the night at my buddy's house that has a pool that is across the street from the NACP, Frederick and Gretchen. So his name is David, Redhead David kid. He was a pretty good kid. So, but he had older brothers though. They were always up and partying and such. And so I spent the night at his house, and woke up the next day to check on my mom. You know, my mom's in the bathroom, and there's like a broken champagne glass bottle in the grass. All right, and has something changed with Trump and USA? You know they have like church state, police state. You know this is Trump's. I think Trump's like mafia. You know, so I don't know. I mean, I didn't vote. You know, there's like I don't know. When you think of the mafia, I think of Trump. He's probably not like that. So I don't know. So, but somebody has to, somebody has like this. Somebody has to sell drugs. Somebody has to shoot the truth. Shoot the insurgents. Someone has to take off their belt. Someone has to whip your ass. Someone has to do it, right? Somebody has to do it. That's what I think. I probably would have voted for Trump, but I'm too lazy to vote, to get out and vote. But next time around, I think I might vote for Trump. I mean, if I don't vote for Trump, I'm gonna wish I did vote for Trump, though. So I don't know. But I don't know. We'll see what's in play. We'll see what's going down. But I didn't vote for neither, though. My mom liked Trump. She liked The Sopranos and The Apprentice. That was her thing. She loved Sopranos. I get my ass beat. We lived in a 2-story house in Nashville. in Hermitage, and I'm lazy. I can't even like, yeah. So my mom will be watching with her husband The Sopranos when it came out, like 05 or so. I don't know. I think around that time. And I get my Marie Callender baked chicken with sriracha sauce on top of it, right? And I'd be in the kitchen cooking up my chicken. My mom was diagnosed with cancer at the time, and she didn't like the smell of the food, and she used to really get angry at me. Like, the Russians help him, yes or no? I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't have that intel. But you gotta play ball with political realm, political theater of things, you know. James Gandolfini, that's this guy's name. Great actor. Now I'm starting to watch little segments, little snippets here and there on YouTube about Sopranos. Russian's okay, you know. I don't know any Russian. I got a bad yeah, like Rocky Balboa, for instance, right? Rocky 4. The Russians were all mad at him and everything, right? Like, boo, you know. And then he got out the microphone and goes, "When I first came here, y'all didn't like me." You know, from hate to love. I like that. He flipped the script on them people. I like that. Rocky Balboa. That's a pretty good speech. Well, I'm gonna stay here for 5 more minutes and I'm gonna mosey on out. Eat some food, you know? So, I appreciate y'all spending time with me, shooting the breeze with me, you know? I don't know what to talk about. I know what I want to have a couple. Oh yeah. So I live in a 2-story house in Hermitage. The story is from Good Old Time. Are you good? Yeah, reminiscing about my life. You know, I'm 43. But I'm a hermit though. I'm a homeboy. I'm home sliced. I don't go out that much. So I think once I had a condition. Back when I lived in St. Louis, I used to go to the coffee shop, an Italian coffee shop, an Italian restaurant, an Italian bakery on the east side of St. Louis, right? And the bar, I used to go to this bar, and yeah, so, but I used to hang out at this coffee shop, but they didn't sell no alcohol there. They didn't sell no beer or nothing there. And all the college students would hang out there, right? To play chess and board game, read books, drink coffee, and get on their, I guess, computers there they had there. Anyway, so across the street was this Italian restaurant, and back then I was getting involved in, you know, Wall Street and going to Casino Queen, going to the TWA Dome, and yeah, back in 1999, right? So and then this guy's girlfriends were asking me, am I a wine enthusiast, right? Pretty cool Italian guy, right? It's pretty cool. So I used to hang out at that, drink wine a little bit, and I go to the other bar, and I go to the bakery, and we go to this Chinese restaurant next to the movie theater, movie rental place. I used to rent my movies there at Network Video or Blockbuster Video, either or, and rent some movies there. You know, I used to watch Sam Jackson in that British movie. Formula 51, right? And Swordfish. When did Swordfish come out? I don't know. But I went to the theater and saw Girl Interrupted, right? Winona Ryder movie. I thought it was a pretty good movie. In the theater to see that on my own. Before my injuries. And then 9/11 happened, right? Actually, that day, you know what I was doing that day? we had to sell the house that day. So we had people coming over to finalize the house that day in East St. Louis. Yeah. So I'm in East St. Louis, right? You know, finalizing the house. And I had to clean my room. So my room was all spiffity clean, you know. So I was up all night playing Ultima, right? The Pacific Shard or the Atlantic Shard. Back when you had to pay to play. So I sat down on my bed. It was my made bed, right? And I, you know, closed my eyes a little bit, and woke up. And I turned on the computer, no internet. And I thought that was odd. My stepfather is in the military. He's an officer. He works with fighter pilots and such, right? Air Force. I thought that was odd because we always have good internet, you know. And I turned on the television and look what I watched. I watched the Wall Street crap, right? Because I like that. 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, you know, or no, around 7 o'clock in the morning or so, because the people coming around 9 or so. So, and then the first plane, Mark Haynes says the first plane hit the building. So I immediately, that's why we had, boom, I put 2 and 2 together. I said, boom, that's why we had no internet. So I wake up my mom. Mom, guess what? We're being attacked. It's the first plane that hit the building, right? Where am I from? Florida. From Florida, Gulf Coast area. But this is when I'm in St. Louis, though. My mom's Scottish. So I wake up my stepfather. My stepfather wakes up on his own. And I'm like, Mike, man, you're not going to believe this, man. We're getting attacked, man. No, we're not. This is, you know, so he goes down and makes his coffee, right? Sits down on the couch. That has to be the couch sat on, right? And he goes, oh my gosh. And I said, what? So I was pouring my coffee, right? I was in the other room pouring my coffee downstairs below. And I'm like, yeah, man. So I'm like, yeah, it's Egypt, man. They're after us. So that was that. So we go to the bakery place where Mom hangs out and such. And the people still come over there. I'm in New York, down the block from 9/11. Yeah, sold that house that day. That was a strange day. It was on all day. I was there that day. So before I went to bed that night, you know, when I woke up, when I played Ultima all night, I was in the Yahoo chat room. Because I'd go there, because we had the Yahoo chat. It was a Chinese chat room, right? I go to these different foreign chat rooms, and they ask me, you're American? Where are you from? Living life? Yeah, good. I was in St. Louis, East St. Louis at the time. Yeah. And these people were giving me heads up. He goes, what are you doing today? I'm nothing. They go, don't go out, don't go anywhere. I'm like, okay, I won't go anywhere. Why are you asking me all these questions? And you'll see. So I got done playing Ultima, and I was trying to study on the Wall Street game, right? I wanted to buy gold, and it was like 200 an ounce at the time. I wanted to buy 50 gold coins at the time. So I'm looking at Daytech. It's the parent company of Ameritrade at the time, or Ameritrade bought Daytech out. But they had pre-market trades. You can do pre-market trades before the bell opens up. You can buy your whatever in play, like an upgrade or so, in pre-market, NASDAQ, 4 ticker, and get your 3% bump, right? And cash out as soon as you get 3% bump, cash out. And keep it liquid, right? So I set my pre-made bed for an hour or so, waiting for people to show up. And I thought I locked something down to Ultima. So I turned on my computer. And my room was above the garage. It was always cold. So I remember that. And the computer didn't work. And my stepfather's Air Force, and he's an officer. And that was that. I sold the house that day. And then I comes in from St. Louis before my injuries. Temporary apartment complex on I think it's Music Row or something. Not rich though. And then you get pulled over by police and a couple squad cars and some unit, you know, gang unit. Since when do you have gang units stop a traffic violation from Illinois, east side of St. Louis? I'm no gang, you know. So the gang unit people take first day one in Nashville. I get pulled over by gang unit, right? Seriously, just real for real. And then I had my injuries happen. My mom and stepfather had the wrong medicine, allergic reaction to the medicine. I jumped off the balcony. Vanderbilt took good care of me. I learned to walk again. And then they had to buy a house on the cuff. They had to buy a house quick. So they bought a house quick in Raccoon Trail, in Hermitage. So I'm sitting there, you know, and I was trying to get into the music thing. Forget the Wall Street. You had your health, you know. Health is more important than anything else. So yeah. So I'm starting to get, so I'm not getting stressed out thinking about Wall Street. So I wanted to get music for therapy and be on benefits, you know. So I had my aunt Marie comes from New York, Staten Island area, right? And she had $100 bills, and she gave it to me for Christmas. So I went to Sam Ash and got my 8 speakers, my 8 size speakers in my room, a basement room. They call it my dungeon because the only person I hang out there is me and my keyboard, my Phantom 7 X7. So I'm pumping and pumping and pumping, and this guy knocks on my door. He's a TBI agent. Apparently, he wanted to know my name and asked me if I had any information about the people that live in the corner of the block. I'm like, no, I don't. I just want to go back to my room and make my music, listen to my music, you know. And apparently, FBI and TBI are 2 different entities. Because I live in Tennessee, and that was that. And interesting. That really happened. Apparently, I think it's TBI. That's what it is. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Tennessee is its own state, I guess. I don't know. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. The FBI of Tennessee, I guess. I guess it's the FBI of Tennessee. Yeah, because I was walking upstairs. To get my cup of tea, you know, and no one was home but me. So that's when I bump up the house, you know. We're vacating in Florida one time. We was in Florida one time, and I was talking to my stepfather. I'm like, yeah, we're in AJ's, right? Boom, and listen to music, right? I was like, Mike, man, I boom louder in my room than this whole nightclub, you know. Local investigation. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think they teach the FBI. They teach the FBI to become FBI agents. I don't know. It's like a learning experience. So I'm telling my stepfather, like, we're in AJ's in Florida. I'm like, yo, I bump louder. I boom louder in my room, my bedroom, this whole nightclub. No problem. Cool, man. So I'm walking upstairs with the cell phone, the white cell phone, cell phone for the local area from my house. And I saw corner of my eye this guy knocking on my door. And I had a glass window, and I picked up my phone, like, you know, ready to call ready to call the cops. And I'll see this badge at the glass window. This badge, you know. So you. I didn't know what to think. So I'm talking to him through the glass window, and he breaks out this pen and paper. Your last name is what now? Hanson? Okay. Hanson? Okay. But I didn't know that information. So I'm healing up from my injuries, learning to walk again. So I break out my cane, my walking stick. And I go walk around the park because these are dogs. And people in Nashville got dogs like Rottweilers and Pit Bulls. So I'm very precautious because I can't run no more. I used to run track. Now I can't sprint. So I'm walking around the whole neighborhood with a stick. And I see a police helicopter flap up. And it takes position of me walking with the stick. I guess someone in the neighborhood thought I was carrying a shotgun or something. And this helicopter was flying low. And it is like, you know, looking at me. So I'll play it off, you know, nonchalantly. I walk back to my house. My mom's doing the dishes. She's on the phone doing the dishes, right? Like, Mom, get off the phone. Says, wait, I can't talk right now. I will have American Stafford. Yeah. College Stanford. Yeah. So, Mom, this helicopter came out of nowhere. It's following us. Just come with me, okay? Just come look at this thing. So So I'm walking with my cane, my mom, hugging my mom, right? We sat on a stoop, right? Because we have stoops here in Nashville. We have like front, like steps to our house. So, you know, like, Mom, I'll hug you. Pretend like we're, pretend like we're having a fun time, you know. So she's on the phone. I'm hugging her. I'm waving at this helicopter, right? My cane came on the side of the thing. I'm waving at this helicopter, and it buzzed the house, and it stopped, and it buzzed the house again, and it went on. I thought that was bizarre, strange. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Talk about education. Oh, home. Talk about education. Respect to you. I don't have a high school education. Me and my homie, little Jay, Jason Chanel, across the street from me, diagonally, at Fawn Lane. Well, me and him decided, we were young, we were like 17, 18 at the time. 16, 17, 18 at the time. We talked to each other to get a GED. Because, yeah, I go to night classes, man. I said, real? Yeah, I can stay up all night, all day. I go to school for 2 hours a night. From 7 to 10. You know? Oh, that's great, man. Yeah, my mom drives us. Maybe your mom can do half it up with us. Oh, that's great. So, when we go to night classes at Choctawhatchee, one thing leads to another. I had to take the GED test. And it's $20 in advance. So I paid $20, and I was working at. We moved from the Shalimar House, 8th Avenue Shalimar House, near the Albertsons area. So I was working at Denny's, right? I had not one shift, not two shifts, 3 shifts. Imagine that, right? Imagine that. And the GED test after my 3rd shift. So I get home after my 3rd shift, working all night, only about 2 hours sleep. My mom's on the phone. I'm like dog tired, sweating like a slap of cheese, you know? Right? I'm like, man, Mom, I don't want to hear it. Get off the phone. You have to drive me to high school to get my GED test. I paid $20 in advance. You don't talk to me like that. So I was like, I got a break. So I'm walking down the racetrack road. She comes rolling up in her Cavalier. Hop in. Last few blocks to the thing. And I take the test. I failed it. I failed the essay exam thing. So I was late for it. 30 minutes late for it. How was that? So I don't have a GED. Yeah. I was in slow classes all through my schooling, from the 3rd grade on to like high school level. Yeah, right here. Yeah. G.O.D. I got to. I'm born on Easter Sunday. And I got a tattoo. I made that tattoo. It's a cross tattoo. Yeah, I have to, because my religious birthday. Born day. That's how Helter Skelter. Pakistani, yeah. I don't really know nothing about Charles Manson, other than people say I look like him. When I was in the hospital, people say I look like Jesus or Charles Manson, either one. So, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't know, you know. That's one thing about being comfortable in your own skin, though, you know. I like to put my feet other people's feet. Know where they're coming from, their perspective of life, though, you know. Different perspective, you know. Pakistani. Yeah, they got Shalimar. I'm from Shalimar, and Shalimar is in India, I think, right? Yeah, Shalimar is in India. I got some food. I have Manchurian noodles. What, are you in America? Because you get in trouble for that. That's not good. You know. I don't know. My friends will say, at least you have a dad. You know. At least you have a dad. I had a lot of friends that didn't have no dads or moms. Be comfortable in your own skin, I guess. Hard to do. England. I've been to England. I've been to Lakenheath, Mildenhall, where I had no friends at the time. Australia, cool. I currently live in Nashville, Tennessee, the south side of Nashville, in an apartment complex. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. This is my tea, like my tea collection. Green tea. Tea. Alright, folks. Catch you on the flip side of reality. Well, did you watch the music awards? The BET Music Awards? I watched it all. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't watch every year though, but I watch some years. Some years I watch, some years I don't watch. It's pretty cool. Got that Billy Ray Cyrus is there on his cowboy hat and everything. Y'all heard that song? Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X. Excellent. Alright, so sayonara. Y'all be real, you know, take care. Peace.